Good morning, good morning. Let's see who in this chat. Here to learn to share. Little Hawk, Rhonda, Green. Here to learn to share. It is. It is not cold in Columbus, Georgia. So guess what? The birds are chirping. Man, there's some crazy weather we got in Georgia, man. What I tell you, 2 days ago, it was ice on the car. Yesterday, it was 80 degrees. Today, it might be 60. I don't know. It might be 60. It's not cold at all. It ain't cold at all. But y'all ain't tap in to hear me talk about it. Oh, before we do. I don't have this picture on my phone. And I know y'all probably not gonna be able to see it, but I got, oh yeah, you can see it. I got an email from YouTube and it said, I hope that ain't nothing personal. No, it said my video live. Right? It's get out the way notifications. That right there, 153 new subscribers last month. That's what that says. And that's like views, 14,000 views, 161,000 watch time, watch minutes or something. But that's what I want to talk about right there. Right? I always say all I need is one. All I need is one for me to get on Al Gore's internet and share my journey. Because I ain't a teacher. I ain't a mentor. All I do is get on Al Gore's internet and share my journey. That's it. Trying to help somebody like you get your aha moment. And 153 people decided that they want to subscribe. And that means they plan on coming back to hear me run my mouth. All I need is one. Y'all hear me say that all the time. All I need is one. I don't care if it's 1 or 1,000 people on the live. All I need is one. And last month, 153 people decided they wanted to subscribe. That means they saw something of value and they want to come back again. That's what I take a subscription as. If you subscribe, that means you saw something you like and you plan on coming back. And I thank you. All I need is one. So to them 153, let's build this new Wakanda together. You hear me? Now, if this is your first time tuning in to Tidbits, Robinson, I saw your little comment. If this your first time tuning in to Tim's Tidbits, gonna talk about some Tim. You realize there's an S on bits, right? If this is your first time tuning in to Tim's Tidbits, man, allow me to say welcome. If it's not your first time tuning, man, my throat, man, I'm telling you. Hey, I be trying to relax I be trying to rest my throat. I be not talking all day, and I'm not talking loud right now. But whenever I start, that's why I was like that. I think it's that laryngitis again. I ain't go to no doctor nothing like that. But last time I had laryngitis, this how it felt. And every time I try to say something forcefully, it's like it just anyway, let me move the mic closer so I can talk lower. Let me move the mic closer so I can speak softer. Y'all bear with me, man. Okay. If this is not your first time tuning in, allow me to say welcome and give you a nice hearty, well, thank you for always tuning in and hanging out with my homeboy back up, my homeboy over there. His name is Spidey. He's always chilling by the window. Yes, he is. If you don't know who I am, my name is Timothy Lee Rogers Sr. I get on Al Gore's internet every single day. Once in the morning at 9 a.m. Eastern Time, and we talk about the overnight price action. And then again in the evening at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time, and we talk about the price action recap. Why do we talk about the price action? Because I truly believe that if you learn how to read the price action, It is the most valuable tool you can have in your investor slash trader slash whatever dealing with the stock market tool belt, because it gives you an opportunity to see where price is headed, up, down, side to side. And it helps you make more intelligent investing and trading decisions. Is it the only way to do things? No, there's never just one way to do something. Never just one way to do something. There's always multiple ways to. In the military, we used to call it stick to the commander's intent. It don't matter how you get there. It's all about commander's intent. You have an op order. Something's going to go wrong. That's when they bring in something called a fraggle. A fraggle is a change to the op order, right? But it's all about commander's intent. Take the hill, Sergeant. Take the hill. Let's get to it, man. What's that? I see a few more comments in the chat, but I'm not gonna get distracted by the chat. Let's go ahead and get to it. Nope, I hit the wrong thing. I don't want to invite nobody up. I want to share my screen. Even though my voice is quite, I mean, my vocal cords are quite distressed, we're still going to go visit our friend Spylene. For those who don't know who our friend Spylene is, it's SPY. It's the S&P 500. And we wrote a song for you. You want to hear it? Here it go. I ain't going to get up to Mariah Carey today. We gonna keep it. We gonna keep it a little Barry White today. We gonna go with Barry White. Let's go Barry White. Spylene, where you at, baby? Here I go. It's crazy how I be cracking myself up, man. I be cracking myself up. It don't take much to entertain me. Yeah, man. Yesterday we had an inside day. One of y'all taught me. No, y'all taught me outside day. I remember inside day. Y'all taught me outside day. I'm sorry, but we had an inside day, meaning yesterday's full daily range traded inside the prior day's traded range right here. This was Tuesday's high and Tuesday's low, and then Wednesday we traded within that range. We traded within that range. Let me adjust these things right here. Right now the SPY is getting ready to gap up. It's getting ready to gap up. How much? We closed we about to gap up a lot. We about to gap up a lot. We closed way down here at 14.65, and we about to gap up $3 and some change. We're about to gap up a lot on the spot, right? So, and for anybody who don't know what causes a gap up or a gap down on the spot, I like to share that since we have 153 new members of the family. You know, y'all, and we family around here. I don't like to call people followers. I don't like to call them subscribers. We family around here, man. I'm just a dude from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I don't want nobody following me. Don't be following me. We can hang out, but don't follow me, man. When you follow me, I get paranoid. Hey, shout out to new family members, man. Shout out to new family members. That's what we're gonna be. The S&P 500, you have different instruments that track the S&P 500. You have the ES futures, right? The ES futures are just that. The futures, the contracts move and they trade in 3-month increments, right? And so it's looking for, I'm going full screen. I'm going back elementary for a second, because I don't know who them 153 are. I don't know what they know. So I'm going back elementary for a second. And a lot of people who, you know what I'm saying, be doing this, and this ain't no shot at nobody. This ain't no shot at nobody. Y'all know me and my homie Zay go back and forth about this all the time. So this ain't no shot at the homie Zay. You know what I'm saying? Everybody entitled to their own opinion. But this is just how little Timmy Rogers feel about it. You hear me? Right? So the S&P 500 has several things that track the S&P, right? We have the ES futures. The ES futures, they trade in 3-month increments, meaning they have a December, they have a March expiration, a June expiration, a September expiration, and a December expiration, right? And the price that's trading on the ES futures, you're putting your money that this is what the S&P will be at that time, right? It's track the S&P. This is what the S&P will be at expiration. That's what you're putting your money on with the ES futures, right? The S&P will be at this dollar amount at that expiration, right? The same way how you got like your options contracts, and you be like, okay, I expect it to be this dollar amount at that expiration. Same thing with the futures, the ES futures. I expect the S&P to be this dollar amount at that expiration, right? Then you got the SPX, which are the cash option contracts. It's like cash option contracts, right? You're buying it for right now. I expect it to be this amount on this expiration. It could be today, tomorrow. They got like daily expirations for the XPX. Today, tomorrow, next week, next month. I'm putting my money that this is what the S&P will be at this day, this month, this week. That's the cash XPX options for the S&P 500. That's the cash options, the SPX, right? Then you got Spalene. We got Spalene. Spalene is an ETF that tracks the S&P 500, and it's made up of all these different companies, right? And it's weighted company, you know what I'm saying? Because the S&P 500 is market cap weighted, so the SPY is made up of these different companies that's market cap weighted in a way so that it tracks along with the S&P 500, right? So you got today's price for the SPY, you got today's price for the SPX, and then you got the price that you're saying the S&P 500 is going to be in March in the ES, and it fluctuates up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, right? And then for the people outside of the US who can't trade the S&P 500, right? You have not financial currencies. You have currencies, and it's the US 500, and that's the, you know what I'm saying, and that's the price for the US 500 and the SPX. The price is going to be similar because it's for right now. It's for right now, right? So the US 500 and the ES, they trade like 23 hours a day, right? They trade 23 hours a day. So you have the ES, the SPY, and the SPX. The SPY start trading like roughly around 7 o'clock, and it stopped trading, I think, around 4:15. The SPX start trading at 9:30, and it stopped trading at 4 o'clock, right? These Eastern Standard Time, right? But since the ES trades 23 hours a day and it's tracking the S&P 500, back to the screen now, when the ES, the SPX, this SPY, the US 500, yesterday at New York close, they all closed at this level right here. On the SPY, it was 410.65, right? On the ES is, it go an hour later, but it was roughly it was roughly around this 4164 whatever, because it go an hour later than the SPY. The SPX, it was at 4117, and then the US 500, it was at 4151, right? No, it wasn't 4151 because they keep going. It was at 4121, right? It was at 4121, and you see the SPX was at 4117, right? So since they're still trading, the US 500 and the ES is still trading all night. You see the US 500 says 4151 now, right? But we closed yesterday at 4121. The ES, now the ES says 4164.25, right? But it closed yesterday at 4132, right? That's the 5 o'clock time, not the 4 o'clock time, right? And then the SPY is connected to those. So now you see the ES is higher than it closed yesterday, right? Because it traded overnight. So now that the ES is higher than it closed yesterday, right? And the ES is tracking the S&P 500, right? The SPY is tracking the S&P 500. So now that it's time for the New York to open, the SPY is going to open up wherever the S&P futures are trading at, right? So now the S&P futures, overnight, somebody decided, hey, in March, instead of it being worth 4132.50, right now this morning overnight, we've decided that it's going to be worth 4164.75 at this very moment, right? So when you look at the SPY is about to gap up. Yesterday when the SPY closed, said, hey, these companies in this SPY together is worth $410.65. But since the ES has been trading all night and is worth more now in March, now that the SPY is getting ready to open up, the SPY is worth more now. And what is that going to give? It's going to give a gap up, right? It's going to give a gap up because you can't see all of that overnight trading, right? And if you come over here to the ES, and I can't remember where it is. It's somewhere you can go in here. Time of session. No, it's not session breaks. Regular. No. It's somewhere you can come in here and you can turn off the like in the sessions. It's something with the sessions, and you can tell it to where is it? Session breaks, lines, labels. Somebody tell me what the thing is with the trading hours. I set mine to show everything, and now I don't know how to not show it. Trading. I don't know how to not show it now. I set mine to show like all of the trading. I might be thinking about my other platform. My other platform, it's got like session. It's like when you go in there, it'd be like regular hours and extended. But I don't know how to. I might be thinking about my other platform. Anyway, maybe I got to go down off of the day. Let me see. Let me go to my intraday. Maybe when I put it on intraday, it might show it on there then. Session. There you go. Regular trading. See that? There you go. Regular trading. All those candles are going now. Right? See that? Did y'all see how it changed? Did y'all see how it changed? See that? All them extra candles are going now. Right there. I had to go down, appreciate it. I had to go down to intraday, right? I had to go down to all them you can't see all those candles anymore, right? Because see this right here, This candle says 1530. That candle right there says 1530, right? That's the last candle right there. That 1530, it go from 1530 to 930, right? This right here is just showing the New York session right there. Now, all this right here is showing the New York session. Let me see if I can highlight this. I know I put a whole lot of effort into what's creating the gap up and gap down, but one of the family members asked me to make like that, like a gym one time. And so since we got some new members and see all them other candles, see that right there is what you see with the SPY, right? This time right here, that's what you see with the SPY. But see all these other let me find the other close somewhere. This is the 6th at 9. Right there. So from here, from this green candle over here to this red candle right there, this little slither of time right here, this little slither of time right here is what you don't see. And over here also, these two slithers of time right there is what you don't see with the SPY. Uh-oh. There you go. So those little slithers of time right there. Like, Tim, we already know that. I don't care if you already know that. I'm talking to the 153 people who I don't know who they are, and they may not understand that. They may not understand that. But this right here, this section of time right here, right? This section of time here is what causes the gap up or the gap down on the SPY, right? This is what causes the gap up or the gap. Like yesterday, we had a gap down on the SPY, right? And visually looking at it, right, you can see we closed here, right? This is where the SPY closed at, right? And then the ES went down. And then when it was time for the SPY to open back up, it was here. So we got a gap down, right? Then yesterday when we closed, the ES went up. And now it's getting ready to be time for the SPY to open up, right? And now we're going to have a gap up. Now, that's your lesson for today. Thank you very much. No offering needed. Just wanted to share something with the 153 new family members. You may have not known that. If you knew that already, hey, I jolly pies. It is what it is. Now let's go over here and look at the ES and see what we did all night long. We're gonna look at it on Ninja Trader. No, we're not, because I didn't update any of my lines. I didn't update anything, so we just go look at it on Trading View. Let's map out this time. The 8th. Okay, this is the from 1600 right here. Okay, so this is the close. We closed there from 1600. This is the 1600 close right here. So we're looking at this area of time right here. You telling me you're falling out of love for me? Okay, so 1600 closed down here at 41.29.25. It was a stair step up. We just stair stepped up these hourly candles up until 9. We stair stepped up until 9. Then we consolidated for a couple hours going into midnight. At the midnight open, we poked down a little bit, came all the way back down to look like the 5 o'clock close. The 5 o'clock close was 41.32.50. The low of this candle is 41.32.50. Exactly. We poke back down to the exact 5 o'clock close, right? This candle's low touches the close of this candle here. This is the 5 o'clock close because the ES trades for another hour after the New York close. So this is the New York close, and this is the actual close of the ES. It closes for 1 hour, and then it opens back up at 6 o'clock, and then it trades again until 5 o'clock the next day, right? So it came back down to the 5 o'clock close, tick for tick, and then we started stair stepping up again. Got a nice Bissy right here on the 3 o'clock candle. That'll be the 4 o'clock candle on Ninja Trader. So it's the 3 o'clock candle, 4 o'clock candle for Ninja Trader, or any other platform that gives the times the candle based on the close. Thinkorswim, TradingView, the candle is timed on the open of the candle. Ninja Trader and most other platforms that I've ever used, Ally, Trade Station, anything that I ever looked at besides TradingView and Thinkorswim, the candles are based on the close. But if you're on TradingView or Thinkorswim, it's based on the open. Got a nice Bissy right there. And if you don't know what a Bissy is, it's a fair value gap. It's a bullish fair value gap, and it's ICT classifies it as a Bissy when it's a buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency. So it's a Bissy, but it's a bullish fair value gap, right? And he called it a Bissy when it's like a long continuous move without offering any sell side. So this really long continuous move right there, that's a Bissy, right? Because no sales from this candle's low. I mean, from this candle's high to this candle's low, it was just one long continuous offering of buy side on this time frame without offering any sell side. So that's a Bissy. It's a bullish fair value gap, right? And I don't have any hourlies on here, so I just got to adjust this. I probably should save some hourly stuff. Then we continued up. Really nice, smooth, equal highs up here, going all the way back to this hourly candle from yesterday at 4 o'clock. Yesterday's 4 o'clock candle, really smooth, equal highs up there. That is a target for a liquidity run in my book. These right here are a little bit higher than that, but they're still relative equal highs, right? So that is a target for a buy side run, in my personal opinion. I don't have no. That's why I need to be on what's name, because I got all this stuff saved over there. Then we came back down. That would be the London high. We set the London high at the market is open. The market is open. The market is open. If you plan on trading today, please trade safe. If you don't plan on trading, please take copious notes, just a slew of them, so you can go back and study what you saw today. I'll see you at 6:30 for the price action recap. Yep. Now, what I was saying, buy side up there. I mean the London high at 41.70.25, and then we came back down, touched this hourly fair value gap, touched this hourly fair value gap, then pushed back up. Did we take out? Yeah, we took out some buy side over there. When we pushed up there, we took out some buy side there. Came back down to this fair value gap and then pushed back up. Looks like it may have been a institutional order flow entry drill, right here at the 7 o'clock candle. It's a little bit early for my taste to start looking for ICT concepts to play out, but you know, it's not in a dead zone. So it's like 7 o'clock. Okay, it could be, but I like to, you know, let it get later into the time, you know, for the algorithmic concepts to play out. Let's drop down to the 15-minute and see if we can get a little bit more detail on what was going on. I'm spending a little extra time because I spent a lot of time talking about the gap ups. Looking at it on the 15-minute, we have pretty much the same thing. It was when we came back down here, we came down and filled in a fair value gap right there. Touched the top of this bullish order block. Look like, what's the high of that? 32.50. The low there, 32.50. Yes, touched the high of this bullish order block, filled in that fair value gap, and then after that, the only imbalance down here is this hourly fair value gap. We could refine this hourly fair value gap down a little bit further to encompass this 15-minute fair value gap, because you got two 15-minute fair value gaps. You got one here, right between the that was made with the 315 candle. That'll be the 330 candle for Ninja Trader, right? You got a 15-minute fair value gap there, and then you got a 15-minute fair value gap on the 3 o'clock candle. That'll be the 315 candle for Ninja Trader. So it's two 15-minute fair value gaps inside this one hourly fair value gap. And looking here, right, you can see we did come down and fill the top 15-minute fair value gap, the one where I was like, it looked like it was an institutional order flow entry drill with the hourly. We did come down at that time to fill that 15-minute fair value gap, and then we reversed up. On the way down, we set these, some people call these train tracks. We set these train tracks right here. That's what those relatively smooth, those very smooth highs are, right? And it coincides to some highs over here, right? We did come up and take out this buy side over there. So we touched this buy side, and then we came back down, right here at we came back down to this fair value gap there. Coming to that fair value gap, we had a shift in sentiment right there, short-term shift in sentiment, right? And we've traded back up into this fair value gap now. Now we're competing with this 15-minute fair value gap right here, right? So now we're competing with this 15-minute fair value gap right there. I really should be on Ninja Trader drawing all of this out. That was made with the 615 candle. That'll be the 630 candle on Ninja Trader. That's a bearish fair value gap. And the bodies are respecting that bearish fair value gap. So now we're competing with it. We've came back and offered the buy side, right? So it was sell side. We offered the buy side, and then now we pushed down, and now we're pushing back up. Now, be looking to see what the market does with that fair value gap. Will it choose to come back down and fill this imbalance below? Because that's the only imbalance that's still left untouched throughout the night, right? This fair value gap down here that we've talked about on the hourly the first time, that's the only one that's still left untouched throughout the night. We have a small fair value gap right there on the 15-minute. All right, so we got a couple. Let me change this color right here. Matter of fact, I don't want no trim. Oh, that's the text. I'm tripping. Do what? Come on, Tim, tighten up, man. Y'all like, Tim, what you doing all that for? I can't help it. Yes, I'm giving extra today. I'm giving extra today because I waste a lot of time talking about the gap up and gap downs. Now, so there you go. Overnight, we already talked about that. We took care of all other imbalances with this humongous wick right here. Came all the way back down to the last imbalance on the 15-minute time frame. I didn't go any lower than 15 minutes. So if it's any down here lower than 15 minutes, I can't help you. Nothing over here right now. We got these imbalances we talked about there. And then so now we're in between two imbalances right now, right? The buy side is resting up here, right? The buy side is resting up there. That seems like the likely target. Why does that seem like the likely target? We're up on the day. It's a green day. The market has been very careful with taking care of all of the imbalances to the downside, except for this one. So will they attack this sell side first to get that buy side, or will they just attack the buy side first? We're in between two PD arrays. Let the market show you what it want to do. If the market wants to take off and get the buy side first, let it go. If the market want to take off and get this sell side, let it show you what it want to do. Okay, boom, we take off, get the sell side. If it give you a signal to go back up with it. If it come take out the sell side and it give you a signal to go down with it. But let the market show you what it want to do, because right now, in between these two PD arrays right now, you're in high resistance right now. Don't make the mistake that little Timmy Rogers made yesterday, being in between high resistance and say, hey, I'm just going to call it. We going here. We went where I said we was going, but I was trying to get in between high resistance. Got slapped up and then watched it go where I was going because the next setup didn't fit my criteria. Don't get slapped up and get left because it don't meet your criteria. And don't get slapped up and then don't chase because you might get slapped up again. Hey, that's all I got. Hey, Black Spiders, I'm about to flip over and turn on the live. I'm about to turn on the live. I said all that right there because all the Black Spiders that's listening, that's what I was about to say in a minute, but I didn't update any of my charts, so I just did it here. Everybody else, I'll see y'all at 6:30 for the price action recap. If you're gonna trade, please trade safe. If you're not gonna trade, please take copious notes. Shout out my sweetie. Shout out my sweetie for the master plan book. I'm gonna share with y'all what my sweetie wrote to me on March the 2nd, 2018. Right? So, and this is her stationery. This was her TLR stationery, right? That was our logo, TLR. It said TLR video photography, and it had like the C on there. It had a C on there. I think I had got this stationery made for as a gift for something. She was all geeked up. Oh, that's so man. I think you're beautiful. And it said at the bottom, it says from Calandra's desk. That's on every page of the stationery. That's inked in from Calandra's desk, and it had and it say notes, had our logo, and then her C on there, right? So when you follow when you follow the master's plan, he will give you a master plan. I'm so proud of you, and whatever I can do to help, I'm here. That says I here. I just noticed that. I'm here. You are talented and have a gift. Use what God has blessed you with. Use this. Oh, use this to write down your goals, dreams, fears, accomplishment, or whatever. Love always, your #1 fan, Calandra. And then on the inside of that, I wrote down note to self. That's laminated. That page, it ain't really laminated. I just put tape over the whole page so it can't be messed up. Note to self. Nothing in life that's worth anything comes easy. When you get tired, look at the inside of the front cover. She is your rock, strength, and motivation. Man, you can't quit. Hashtag the new TLR. Yeah. Read this every day. You hear me? Hey, Black Spiders. I'm about to, that was 2018. That was 2018. That was before stock market timid. You know what I'm saying? That was before stock market timid. That was before, you know what I'm saying? And that was grab one of these cameras. That was grab one of these cameras and go out and take pictures and shoot a wedding or do something timid. That's who that was. That was Timmy getting on the internet teaching people about we just wicked out. Let me stop running my mouth. Hey, I'll holler at y'all, man. See y'all at 6:30. I appreciate y'all for tapping in. How do I get out? Okay.